Okay, so get this. Everyone always says you need a buyer's agent when you're buying a house, right?
Right.
But get this forum thread is packed with people who actually did it themselves.
Really?
Yeah, and lived to tell the tale. And some of them, get this, saved a ton of money by doing it.
It's interesting how this challenges, like, the traditional real estate playbook, right?
Totally, yeah.
We just accept these things you have to do without even asking why.
Yeah.
And what I think is interesting about this discussion is it reveals the potential downsides of always relying on an agent.
For sure. And it's not just about the money either, right? Like, one user, glittering excuse 5524, they bought their place without an agent, and guess what? Theirs was the only offer that got accepted.
Wow.
They said the house would probably still be on the market if they had gone the traditional route.
It really makes you think. Because that's the thing. A buyer's agent, their main job is to find you properties and then handle the whole negotiation thing.
Right.
But what if you've already found the perfect place?
Right.
And you're comfortable, going back and forth with the seller, negotiating yourself, or even have your own lawyer?
Yeah.
Then the role of the buyer's agent, it becomes a little less clear, don't you think?
Totally. And that's where the potential savings come in, right? Glittering excuse 5524, they used a real estate attorney, which cost them, get this, $1,250.
Wow.
That's it.
Compared to what could be tens of thousands of dollars in commissions for an agent.
Yeah. I mean, you could put that towards, like, a whole new kitchen or something.
Exactly. It really makes you think twice. But it's important to remember that this particular user, they'd actually sold a home without an agent before.
Oh, okay.
And even they said it was a bit of a roller coaster.
Yeah, they said not everyone can handle the stress and the back and forth of negotiating on their own.
Oh, absolutely.
You need a certain kind of personality, I think. Someone who likes to negotiate. They're not afraid of a little,
Yeah.
conflict.
A little bit of pushback.
Yeah,
You got
exactly.
to be able to advocate for yourself.
Totally.
This is where knowing yourself, your strengths and weaknesses, is super important. So ask yourself, are you comfortable with that kind of back and forth?
Yeah.
Making counteroffers, knowing when to walk away, potentially, dealing with some difficult personalities.
Right.
Or would you rather have like a seasoned professional in your corner guiding you through all of that, even if it means spending a little more?
It's kind of like, do you want to hike with a guide,
Yeah. Yeah.
Or strap on your boots and go solo?
Exactly.
Either way, you're going to get to the destination, but it's a different experience.
It is. And some people, they really thrive on that, figuring it out themselves.
For sure.
Just like some hikers love navigating their own path, some buyers find going agent-free really empowering.
Totally. And speaking of navigating, a lot of users said having a good real estate attorney was key for them, especially for the legal side of things.
Oh, absolutely.
Like all the paperwork and contracts, right?
Yeah. Makes total sense when you think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, these real estate transactions, there are so many documents involved.
So many.
It's easy to miss something, right?
Totally.
Some little clause that could cost you later. An attorney can really break that down for you.
Yeah.
Make sure you understand everything you're signing.
It's like having someone to translate all that legal jargon. Okay, let's talk about this one thing that came up. Because some people were saying that sellers' agents, they prefer to work with other agents, with buyers' agents. So they were saying some sellers might not even look at your offer if you don't have an agent.
Yeah, that's a big one. And that's where I think this forum discussion gets really interesting.
Okay.
Because you see all these people pushing back on that, saying just because we're doing things differently doesn't mean our offer is no good.
Right.
It's like almost like a buyer's rights movement.
Totally, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're not playing by these old rules anymore.
Totally. And some even said they would just go directly to the homeowner, cut out the agent entirely, especially if they felt like they were being dismissed, for not having an agent.
Right. And I think it speaks to this bigger trend of buyers becoming more informed.
Yeah.
Taking control of the process, doing their own research.
Yeah. They have all this information at their fingertips now.
They don't necessarily need to rely on an agent for everything.
Yeah, it's like the playing field's getting leveled a little bit.
Exactly. And, they're realizing, hey, I have options. I don't have to do it this way.
Yeah.
But this is super important. That also means taking responsibility for making sure you're doing your due diligence.
Okay, so it's not just Googling how to buy a house and then, okay, we're good.
Not quite, no.
Okay.
Online resources, they're great, but you got to be careful. Double check things.
Right, okay.
Look at different sources. If something doesn't seem right, ask somebody. You got to be informed.
Yeah.
Especially with such a big financial decision.
It really is, like you said, knowledge is power.
Yeah,
The more you know, the better choices you can make. But, okay, for someone who's listening to all this and they're trying to decide agent or no agent,
yeah,
what's, like, the biggest takeaway?
You know, it's funny. There's really no right answer for everyone.
Okay.
It all comes down to, like, what you need.
Right.
Your comfort level with the whole process.
Yeah.
It's about asking yourself the hard questions.
Okay, like what? Give me an example.
Okay, how do you feel about negotiating?
Right.
Are you the type who can hammer out a deal no problem?
Yeah.
Or just even thinking about going back and forth with a seller, like, keep you up at night? And how about all that paperwork? All those contracts?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Do you love that stuff?
No.
Or would you rather have someone else handle it?
Totally. Someone who actually knows what they're doing.
Exactly.
Okay, this is making me realize it's not just as simple as hire an agent or don't.
Right.
It's more like, how do I do this my way?
Yes. Find the path that fits your personality.
Exactly.
How much risk you're okay with,
Yeah.
what you want to spend.
Yeah.
Maybe you're cool with some parts of it yourself.
Right.
But you want an agent for other stuff. You can be flexible.
This forum thread has been so interesting.
Yeah.
I'm really seeing things differently now, but it makes me think, if more and more people are comfortable buying without an agent, what does that mean for the seller's agent?
Oh, that's a good question. What does the future hold, right?
Yeah.
If buyers are getting smarter, more independent, do sellers' agents need to change things up too?
Right.
Will they have to offer different services?
Yeah.
To prove that their commission is worth it?
It's like the whole system could change.
Yeah, it's definitely something to keep an eye on.
For sure.
And anyone listening who's thinking about jumping into real estate, whether you're buying or selling, remember, information is power.
Right.
The more you know about how things are changing, the better prepared you'll be to handle it. So do your research.
Yeah.
Ask questions.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to, shake things up a little.
Challenge the system. Love it.
Your dream home and your wallet will thank you.
And on that note, we'll leave you to ponder all that. This has been an amazing deep dive into the world of real estate. Remember, everyone, a little information can go a long way. Until next time.